Why I prefer fact-checking apps and dislike community notes. Why it's important to have fact-checking programs on social media platforms. Do you know why it's important to read factual information? It's because there's a lot of fake news that can harm your well-being. What are community notes? On X, community notes works by leaving fact-checking up to the community. Approved contributors call out content deemed false or misleading by attaching notes providing more context. CBSNews.com. This means that if the majority agrees, regardless of bias thinking, whatever is posted will remain, and it will not be taken down. In this message, I'll share my opinion on why I prefer fact-checking apps and dislike community notes. In today's society, safeguarding your well-being is priority number one. Mark Zuckerberg is doing away with fact-checking and has introduced community notes on his social media platforms, and it worries me. Fact-checking is important because there's a lot of misinformation. Some people consume what they see and read without hesitation. If a platform abandons it, it means that as long as the popular vote agrees regardless of whether the information is right or wrong, unknowing people will believe it. I'm a writer, which means I have a lot to say. But it doesn't mean if my words are harmful, I should be allowed to say whatever I want without rules put in place to prevent me from spreading false or misinformed messages. Don't do away with it. Why don't you give an option to have fact-checking enabled? If people want raw messages, create a space for them. Some people consume what they see and read without hesitation. All views influence people. And only those who practice emotional intelligence development can differentiate the noise. People need programs like fact-checking because raw messages, in my opinion, cause a lot of harm. Why I prefer fact-checking apps and dislike community notes. I'm not perfect. I need help from other people, but when views are shared, most people follow the majority, which are also called trends. And that's how the Hollywood trend of canceling celebrities grew. If fact-checking is removed, it means that if I say something a biased group doesn't like, they have the power to block me. Or it can work in reverse. A group can post bad things, and if they have the majority, it won't be taken down. What are the disadvantages of not having fact-checking in social media apps? There's a difference between freedom of expression and hateful, offensive, and abusive messaging. Freedom of speech doesn't mean it's a no-hold-bars kind of freedom. A free app that caters to all needs to have well-being protections. Why don't you give an option to have fact-checking enabled? If people want raw messages, create a space for them. The safeguarding of people's emotional development needs to be protected. For example, on X uses community notes, and the daily post suggestions I get are becoming worse. The more you see something good or bad affects you. Society needs more emotional intelligence development tools. We need mental strengthening, and not mental degrading tools. I don't have an app, but I have a well-being website that helps people strengthen their mind. It's called Emotional Intelligence Developer. Visit the website at emotionalintelligencedeveloper.com. Conclusion. Why I prefer fact-checking apps and dislike community notes. I'm not perfect. I need help from other people. When views are shared, most people follow the majority, which are also called trends. I need help to separate the noise, and fact-checking apps help. P.S. I don't have an app, but I have a well-being website that helps people strengthen their mind. Visit emotionalintelligencedeveloper.com.